It's bitter, sweet. It's bitter, sweet, and then they just kind of sit all together.
Alright guys, welcome to another episode. I'm Justin.
I'm Jeff.
Today we are in Anaheim, California for the peak of OC Beer Week, the Orange County Brewers Invitational.
This Invitational is a festival of craft beer. They have over 70 different breweries from Southern California and beyond here, and they're serving over 150 beers on draft just for us. I couldn't be more excited. Justin, are you ready to get into some good beer?
Let's do it, man.
Let's have some beer.
Alright guys, so first up I have Whoopsie Hazy from Artifacts. Now if you guys remember, we did them in a previous episode. This is their new Hazy Pale Ale, so let's try it. 7%. They use a lot of Citra hops in this. It is delicious, it's refreshing. It's the perfect start to a perfect day.
Alright guys, we got another one from Artifacts Brewing. This one's called SDSC, and it's an IPL. It's made with Galaxy hops, so you know it's going to be right up my alley. Cheers. I'm starting to really enjoy these IPLs because it's got the lager flavor in it. It's always got like a nice clean finish to it, but right off the nose you're getting the Galaxy hops and you get this beautiful bitter flavor in the body. This is a fantastic way to start the day.
Alright guys, so I have here the Hyper Magic Mountain from Hen House Brewing. They're in Santa Rosa, California, and it's 6.7%. So another hazy IP, can't wait. Cheers. This thing is fruity, flavorful. It doesn't remind me of Santa Rosa as much as Valencia. It reminds me of Magic Mountain because my taste buds are on a roller coaster ride right now. It is like X, it is like Goliath. It is just a fun experience for my mouth. And Hen House does an amazing job, and this is an amazing beer. We gotta visit them sometime. Alright guys, I got something special right here. It's called Tiny Umbrellas. It's a 5.7% beer from Docent Brewing in San Juan Capistrano. These guys are brand new, opened 6 weeks ago, and we've heard a lot of buzz about them, seen some of their crowlers around. This is our first chance to try it. Cheers. Now their description says this is a perfect beach blanket beer, and I totally agree. I could be lying down face down in the sand after drinking about 5 or 6 of these. That's how good this is. You get papaya, you get mango, you get all those good tropical flavors. Not as hazy, and it's light. It's 5.7%. You can drink these all day long. Very, very solid. Great beer, and I can't wait to go visit these guys soon.
Alright guys, so I have here Coffee Tonic. It's an oatmeal stout from Docent Brewing. It's 6.25%. I didn't want to do IPAs all day. I have to switch it up at some point, so this is a good way to go. I have heard a lot of good things about this brewery, so I'm excited to see what their beer is all about. Cheers. Oh man, that's so, oh, it's so smooth. Coffee on the nose, a little light, like biscuitiness, those charred malts, and then once you dig into it, you get chocolate, you get coffee, you get oatmeal. It's super smooth. It's not heavy. It's not going to weigh you down. This is like a breakfast stout. That's kind of what it reminds me of. It's definitely a great way to get your day started. It's almost like a cold brew coffee, but it's definitely got more complexity than just a coffee flavor. I love it.
Alright guys, so I have here the Belgian Golden Strong Ale from Lost Winds in San Clemente, California. It's a 7.2% Belgian Strong Ale, and it looks like a beast. Cheers. Right off the aroma, you get a strong banana, strong sweet presence, and it delivers like a Belgian double or triple. It is tasty, it is sweet, but it's not overly sweet and it's not overly strong. It's just a perfect balance of both, and it's 7.2%. These are one of those ones that you don't have to have one and be done with. You can have one or two or three, and then you fall over flat down on your face.
Alright guys, so I have a beer here from Lost Winds Brewing. It's called Going Streaking. Fantastic name, unforgettable name. It's an old school style IPA. The Hazies have been running the show out here in Orange County, Southern California lately. So let's see how this one can stack up against those. Cheers. Old school indeed. It's got that fantastic West Coast flavor. It's got the pininess, the earthiness, a little bit of floral notes on the aroma. The malts just coat your tongue. It's full of flavor, light body, clean finish. You really get to understand the flavor of this beer. I can see why they made this instead of another hazy IPA. This is fantastic.
Alright guys, so I have here a hazy IPA, a collaboration between Brewlu Girls and Paparazzi Brewing, who is here today. So Paparazzi we've been to before. We haven't recorded them, but they're mainly a sour maker. It's a 6.6%, a hazy IPA. Should be something interesting from them. Cheers. You get a lot of pineapple and orange with this hazy IPA. A fair amount of bitterness, and at 6.6%, it's very drinkable, very easy, and definitely one of my favorite hazy IPAs that we've had here today. And we've had a lot of them.
What I have here is a hoppy Pilsner from Highland Park Brewery. I've heard a lot about them. They've been collaborating with some of my favorite breweries in the area, and a hoppy Pilsner sounds really great about now. It's about 80-90 degrees, so I'm looking for something with a bitter bite that's still refreshing. 5.4%. Let's roll. It's exactly what I was expecting. It's really light on the nose, but man, that body is just light and sweet, hints of honey, a little bit of breadiness. And then this actually is not super hoppy. It actually still stays pretty in line with your typical Pilsner. There is some hops in there, it's definitely noticeable, but it's not the front runner. This is really a Pilsner with hops. I wouldn't call it a hoppy Pilsner. Regardless, this is super refreshing, and this is just what I need on a hot day like this.
Alright guys, so I have the Yard beer here from Highland Park Brewery. It's 7.2%, a funky beer, and they do it with black lime. So something cool, something creative, and an unique ingredient I've never seen before. Let's try it. Okay, it's funky, but it's not vinegary. You get that, that acidity on your palate, and you get those limes there. It's definitely there, but it's more complex. It's a little funky, it's a little fresh, and it's very, very good. 7.2%, this is a sneaker. It doesn't taste like 7.2 at all. It is a very, very good beer, and Highland Park, well done. Alright guys, so right here, this beautiful color is from the Far Out IPA. It's a Thai tea IPA from Bootleggers in Fullerton, California. It's 6.7%, and they make it so it's like a Thai tea and an IPA. Two of my favorite things in the world. This is going to be something fun. Cheers. That is the perfect way to describe it. It's Thai tea, it's an IPA, it is delicious. I want this every single time I go eat Thai food. I want it every single time I eat just any type of food. It's that delicious. You get those Thai spices, you get that little milk sugar, coating on your throat, and then you get that good hoppiness kick from all the hops that they inputted in the IPA. It is delicious. It is a beautiful mixture of two different elements, and it is one of my favorite beers here.
So my next beer up is from Virgin Beer Company. I've heard a lot about this brewery. I see it all over Instagram. I see the cans that they produce. I love their logo. I know that's silly, but I'm kind of fanboying off their logo alone. So I had to try one of their beers. This beer is called Treevana. It's an IPA at 7.2%. So let's give it a shot. Cheers. You would not know this is 7.2%. My God, this is so smooth. The aroma, you're getting a lot of floral. I'm guessing I'm picking that up off the Amarillo hops. When you dive in, you get a little bit more floral, but you also get some fruitiness, some mango, some papaya, which is probably going to be the mosaic. It's light, it's refreshing, it dances on your tongue, it's bitterness with the flavor, so you get the combination of both. All in all, this is a fantastic beer.
Alright guys, so next up I have from Skyland Ale Works their Tingle Green. It's a 6.8% IPA with roasted chilies. So I love my chili beers. I don't know, it's just the Mexican in me. So this looks like a pretty good beer, guys. I can't wait to try it. Cheers. So it smells like green chilies just right as you stick your nose into the beer. Unfortunately, you don't get a lot of that flavor through the beer. It tastes like a good IPA. Granted, it's a good IPA, but you're expecting those chilies there, and they just kind of disappear. They're just all in the aroma. I'm saying it's a good beer. It's not a great beer. I wanted a little bit more of that pepper flavor, but still, I mean, you get the pepper smell through the aroma, and you get the IPA through the taste. What more could you ask for?
So from Rip Brewing Company, I have Pineapple Diesel. It's an 8.5% double IPA. Pineapple tells me it's going to have a lot of tropical aromas and flavors. Diesel tells me it might be a little dank. So let's find out. Cheers. Oh my God. Wow. So this isn't just hops. This is infused with pineapple juice. That's not just hop flavor. I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest with you. For me, the hops really can bring out that flavor on its own. It's not that this is artificial, it is refreshing. I would say that somebody who maybe isn't a huge fan of strong IPAs, but you want to get them real drunk, this is the way to go.
Alright guys, so I have the Northeast Auburn Pale Ale from Needy Brewing in Auburn, California. They're up by Sacramento, but they do an amazing beer called Breaking Bud. It's one of Jeff's favorites. This is another one that they do, and if it's anything like that, it's going to be something delicious. Cheers. Perfect pale ale. You get those hops, you get the bitterness, it's refreshing, it's light, it's something you can drink all day, and if you're a hophead, Breaking Bud definitely is a hop dumpster, a hop monster. This is just a good piece of hoppy goodness. A pale ale drinker's must if you're a hophead.
So Unsung came out with another beer from their Nebuloid series, but this time they didn't bottle it. Luckily enough, they have it here at the OC Brewers Invitational, so I get to try it right now. It's called Cygnus. It's 6.5%, and I can't wait to try it. Cheers. This is actually much lighter than the other two IPAs that we had from this series, but it is packed with flavor. It tastes like mango, passion fruit, you get a little bit of peach in there as well, some stone fruit, and it stays on your tongue. Man, the hoppiness is just there with the hoppy flavors. It's bitter, it's sweet. It's bitter, it's sweet, and then they just kind of sit all together. This is a fantastic beer. I'm loving what Unsung's doing with these hazy IPAs. I can't wait till the next one.
Alright guys, here I have Fundamental Summation. It's a 13.8% beer done by Bottle Logic. Now you guys, I'm sure you guys have seen our Bottle Logic episode. That being said, this is one of their beers that is bottle only. They just bottled it. It's a collaboration with Three Sons Brewing, and it's a coffee vanilla stout. So something delicious, coffee, vanilla, stouty, all my favorite things in the world. Cheers. Okay, so I had something like this at their Week of Logic, their week-long anniversary celebration. This is just so well-rounded, so strong, so rich, so coffee, vanilla-y. It is the perfect bottling beer because you can put this on the shelf for 2 to 3 years, break it open, and it's going to be something magical and delicious. That's what Bottle Logic does. They do these amazing, amazing creations, and this is just another one to add to the collection.
The next beer up for me is called Strawberry AF. It's a strawberry IPA from Legends Brewing in Anaheim, California. I was told that this is the one everyone's been drinking all day, so I thought I'd give it a try. Cheers. Well, it's got strawberry in it. It's an IPA, but I'm not digging on it. I'm not digging on it at all. You're getting the bitterness of the hops, but you're getting this funky, strange flavor because you're mixing strawberry flavoring with random malts and hops, and it just tastes like Pepto-Bismol or something. It's just not good. I mean, I'm sure Legends has some better beers out there. Just for me, this was not even a base run. Like, this was not good. Sorry, guys.
Alright guys, so you wouldn't expect a Colorado beer here, but Ska Brewing from Durango is here, and they're pouring this Mandarina IPA. It's 6.8%, and OC is the home of the third wave ska movement, so of course they're here. And I can't wait to try this beer. Cheers. Alright guys, so if you don't know, ska is a real big fish in the Colorado beer scene, but this, no doubt, one of their best beers. It is delicious, it has citrus flavors, it is just a great little bit of bitterness, good hoppiness, good maltiness. It's everything you want in an IPA, plus that tangerine, like citrusy flavor. It is one of my favorite beers here, and they're doing an amazing job. I gotta go try some more of their stuff. I'll be right back.
So in a previous episode, we actually went to Barley Forge in Costa Mesa, California, and reviewed their beers. But while we were there, we didn't get a chance to review their future tripping. They didn't have it. But now they do here at this Invitational. So I'm trying it right now. It's an Imperial IPA, 9.25%. Game on. Amarillo and Simcoe hops, great malty body. The bitterness hits you right in the back of the throat. It doesn't stay on your tongue. That's a funny thing. It doesn't linger. It finishes actually quite clean for 9.25%. I'm not surprised from one of our favorite breweries. Well done, Barley Forge.
Alright guys, so right here I have from Taps Fish House and Brewery their R. Kelly beer. It's a collaboration with Figueroa Mountain. It's a 8.5% lager. I can't wait to try this, guys. I may be trapped in the closet after this one. That's all I can say. Cheers. It's crisp, it's clean, it's refreshing. And at 8.5%, it tastes nothing like it. I could have these all day long, and I'd be going to the hospital. That's how good and refreshing this is. You know, after about 3 or 4 of these, I believe I could probably fly after that. That's all I'm saying.
So we met some friends here, and their names are?
Jen.
Ben. And they're going to tell us what their favorite beers that they've had here so far are.
There are so many good options, but I would probably say the Kolsch from Three Weavers was amazing. The grapefruit, awesome.
I would have to say the Session from Evans Brewing Company was amazing. Loved the grapefruit.
Figueroa Mountain Mosaic. Perfect.
So there you go, guys. They started on the opposite side of Justin and I, so we haven't even gotten that way yet. Can't wait to try those beers, so we'll see what happens.
Alright guys, so we have another one from a brewery that we reviewed before. It's Four Sons in Huntington Beach, California. This is their late night candy run. It's a bourbon barrel-aged sour stout. It sounds like I just made those words up together, but it's not. It's 7.8% and it should be something fantastic. So guys, let's try it. Alright guys, I want you to take a look at this. It looks like a stout, but it tastes like a sour. But that being said, you still get those chocolatey, caramely, stouty, malty notes in it. But at the end of the day, it's a sour. You're getting that funkiness to it. And I don't know if I like it, but it's different. And different shouldn't be, you know, taken advantage of. It's really, really good. And, you know, I applaud them for the effort. Is this something will I order again? Probably not. But it's a very, very good experiment, and experiments push us forward.
So the next beer up is also from Four Sons. It's called Cinco Rita. They made it for Cinco de Mayo. It is a margarita sour. Now you guys know I'm not a huge sour fan, but I am one hell of a margarita fan. So I had to give it a shot. Let's try it out. Cheers. Wow. It's weird. It's definitely got that same sour, slight funkiness, but it's not overpowering. More than anything, you get salt, you get lime, you get margarita. This is actually really good. If you know somebody who's a margarita addict and you want to have them try a good beer, this is it. This is it. Holy crap. My mom loves margaritas. This is her beer. I think I found her beer. Cheers. So I have here the Eris, a Czech Pilsner from Society Brewing Company in San Diego, California. It's 5.3%, and Pilsners, obviously, with all the IPAs we've been drinking today, a welcome sight. Cheers. It's a slight bit bready, but it's so refreshing. 5.3%, you don't feel that alcohol. It goes down like water. It's that easy, it's that drinkable, and it is a very, very tasty beer, and probably my favorite Pilsner that we've had here today. And we've had quite a few of them. My beer that I'm trying from Society Brewing is called the Publican. It's a 5.5% small IPA, which I'm guessing is more like a session. So I'm down to try it after being, I don't know, 20 beers deep. I think it's time for a light little sessionable IPA. Cheers. Oh, the carbonation on this thing is fantastic. Wow. Super effervescent. There's actually a surprising amount of hoppy bitterness to it. You definitely get some floral notes, maybe some orange lemon peel in there. This is light, it's refreshing, and the carbonation makes it even better on a hot day like this. It's just what I needed.
Alright guys, so we have one more from Barley Forge. This is the Harry Tuttle. It's a Saison, 6%, and I love everything from Barley Forge. They love us, we love them, and this I can't wait to try. It looks delicious. Cheers. Alright, so this is an anti-Jeff beer, as I like to call it. It's a little funky Saison. It's a little bit acidic, a little bit vinegary, but that being said, if you're a sour fan, if you're a Saison fan, if you're any type of funky fan, this is the beer for you. This rivals anything you would get at the brewery or any of those good sour beer companies. It is an amazing beer, it's an amazing interpretation of the Saison, and it has to be one of my favorites of the day. It is that delicious and that refreshing. Alright guys, so I have here Chocolate Rain from the brewery in Placentia, California. The brewery, well known for their sours, but this is something different. It's a bourbon barrel-aged stout with vanilla and chocolate and coffee. 19.6% is the thing to know. The strongest beer that we've had here at the festival today. Cheers. God help me. Okay, this might as well be a liquor, but it goes down so smooth. You get the chocolate, you get the malts, you get the caramel, the sugariness. It is delicious. It comes in bottles. They poured it out of a bottle. Perfect one to be bottle aged. That being said, this is delicious. It's sweet. It's rich. And I wouldn't expect anything less from the brewery. That being said, 19.6%, I feel like I will die if I have this entire cup.
So we reviewed this brewery before, Backstreet. I love that place. And this is their new Pride and Joy. It's called Prodigal Son. It's a pale ale. It's got a beautiful color. I've heard a lot about this beer. I can't wait to try it. Cheers. Strong, hoppy presence. It stays with you from the aroma to the body, but then it finishes with a really solid malty backbone. The hops is still there, but it kind of dissipates over time. It lightens up right towards the ending. Super crisp, super refreshing. Now that the sun's starting to go down here, I kind of wish that this was one of the first beers I had, because I could have used this when it was 90 degrees out here. This is super drinkable, super enjoyable. I'm loving it. Cheers.
All right, guys, so I have here the new West Coast IPA from Gunwale Ales in Costa Mesa, California. Now, these guys right across the street from Barley Forge, we didn't get a chance to try them because they were closed that day, but we've heard so much about them that this is going to be an amazing first experience for them. So cheers. This is probably the quintessential West Coast IPA. It's perfect, it's hoppy, it's bitter. You get a little bit of malt. Those yeasts are amazing. And the thing is, it's refreshing. It's not overly boozy, but it's also really hoppy. I mean, they have 4 different hop varieties in here, which lends itself to a perfect West Coast IPA. It is extremely drinkable, extremely delicious, and we're gonna visit them soon. We just have to.
So another beer from Gunwale Ales is Chickabiddy. It is a hoppy table beer. It's super light. I believe it's 4%. For me, Gunwale Ales is probably not the type of brewery I'd normally visit, but based on all the positive feedback we've gotten from friends and fellow brewers, it seems like it's definitely worth a try. So this is my first shot. Cheers. It's like an IPA and a Saison had a baby. It's hoppy, it's still farmhouse, ale-ish. It's got those light straw hay style grains and malts in it. It's actually quite enjoyable. I mean, this is normally not the type of beer I would enjoy, but I actually really enjoy this. Gunwale, we're coming to see you soon, man. All right, guys, so Green Cheek Brewing, I wanted to try their beers. They ran out super fast, we missed it. However, they teamed up with El Segundo Brewery and they created Beginner's Luck. It's a double IPA, 8.8%. This is my first shot at trying Evan's new brewery. Evan, love your beers. You're what made me fall in love with Noble. So I can't wait to try your collaboration with El Segundo. Another fantastic brewery. Cheers. Oh my God. All right, guys. So the world is obsessed with hazy style IPAs. You don't need it when you have a beer like this. It is filled with tropical aromas and flavors. It's refreshing, it's light on the tongue, fantastic finish. This is everything you need in a delicious beer. And at 8.8%, it's scary because I saw what they poured it out of. There were 22-ounce bottles. 2 of those, you're done. This is probably my favorite beer of the day so far, which we've had a lot of beers.
All right, guys, so from El Segundo Brewing, I have the 6 de Segundo, their 6th anniversary IPA. I can't wait to try this. It is the preferred brewery of a certain WWE wrestler that shall not be named yet, but I can't wait to try it, guys. Cheers. Oh, wow. Jeff is lucky he didn't try this because he would be drinking this up all day long. It is the classic West Coast IPA. It is so drinkable, so refreshing, a little bit bitter. You get that hoppy flavor right there, and it is amazing. And guys, trust me, that's the bottom line because Justin Bernal said so. All right, guys, so we were going to Honey Pot Meadery, and guess who I ran into? Jeremy from Tapping Out Show on YouTube.
How you guys doing?
So, he loves Honey Pot Meadery, he has some friends there, and we're going to be reviewing the POG, the Passion Orange Guava Mead, which is at 5.5%. I love my tropical flavors, guys. This should be delicious. Jeremy, you ready?
Let's do it.
Cheers.
Cheers. What did I tell you?
Jeremy recommended this place to us, and I can see why. It is tropical, it is fruity, it is honey, it is delicious.
For any of you guys that are into ciders or meads, this stuff is killer. It doesn't have any bite to it. Some of the alcohol content for Honey Pot Meadery is high, but you don't taste it. This right here is a new keg that he just did, and they're actually opening a tap house here in Anaheim in the next 6 months, so check it out.
Guys, at 5.5%, this is dangerous.
Yeah.
I'm going to be coming to Anaheim a lot more because this is damn delicious. Thanks, Jeremy. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Make sure you guys check them out on YouTube. You can find the link below.
All right, guys, so we're trying another one from Honey Pot Meadery. It's called the Orange in the Rye, 13%. They poured us just a little bit because they already knew what was going to happen as soon as we tried. Let's give it a shot. Cheers, Justin.
Cheers, buddy. Help us.
Oh, man.
This thing should be a liquor, but it goes down smooth. You get that orange, you get that vanilla, you get a little bit of cocoa.
A little bit of honeycomb, too.
Yeah. And that rye gives it a nice bready spiciness to it that is just so amazing. And if you're a whiskey drinker or a rye drinker, this is definitely something you need to try. It is delicious, it is tasty, and the honey just goes down so smooth and not overly sweet on your palate, but just sweet enough.
If you want something really high in ABV, but you still want to enjoy a really good beer with a lot of good substance, this is fantastic to simply drink straight up. You pour 6 ounces of this in a glass, trust me, you're going to be a happy camper. It's fantastic.
Alright guys, we have a treat from up north. Alvarado Street Brewing brought Double Howley Punch. It is 8.1%. It is a sour with passion fruit and guava, and I can't wait to try it. Tropical flavors, man. That's all about me. Cheers. Ooh. Alright guys, POG juice. If you've ever gone to Hawaii, that's exactly what this tastes like. It's a little bit funky, it's a little bit sour, but it's POG juice through and through. It takes me back to like Kona, lying on the beach with an umbrella drink in my hand. It is amazing. I want to lounge out, feel the waves just crash over me while I have about 3 or 4 of these. And if you don't mind, I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to go away.
Just like a mermaid.
Hey, this is Jeremy at the Tapping Out Show. We're actually doing the Vengeful Barbarian. This is actually, it smells a little hoppy, but it's got a good color. So,
7.2%, guys.
Go.
Let's give it a shot. Cheers.
Ready? It's actually kind of sweet. It's got a little sweet kick to it. I mean, it's still got the hops, but
It's got the hops right towards the back end. The actual body itself, you get the sweetness of like a passion fruit,
Yeah.
guava,
citrus.
stone fruit. Yeah, a little bit of citrusness in there. The malts kind of get lost towards the back end as soon as the hops kick in, but it's right there with all that sweet fruity flavor, so it keeps it pretty well balanced throughout. The good news is is the finish is really clean, right? It's not
Well,
staying on
I was
your
gonna say
tongue.
the malt part of it actually is the finish, and it almost kind of cuts out the real dry hop, real, like you said, citrus taste that it has. Once you're done, think of IPAs. Let's think about like standard IPA. So IPA's got that punch at the end, right? This really doesn't have that. It actually has a really cool finish. It's good taste. It's got a little bit of the fruit taste to it. I like it. I mean, and you know me, I don't like IPA.
Yeah, you're not an IPA guy. This is right up my alley. Cheers. All right, guys. So that's gonna do it here from the OC Brewers Guild Invitational Festival. Man, Jeremy, glad we ran into you. Tapping Out show. If you get a chance, check it out on YouTube.
Their link is right here, guys.
In the meantime, if you enjoyed this episode, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time.
Cheers.
On Let's Have Some Beer.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Let's Have Some Beer. I'm Justin Bernal. Jeff doesn't know I have taken the camera from him and commandeered it for this few little minutes while he's in the bathroom. I know he's going to probably use this for the intro, so welcome to Let's Have Some Beer.